friends. Welcome to MOC Membership, one of the best channels that are available for education. And first of all, really thank you for all the members that are support the channel. First of all, I would like to remind you that the memberships are already running. I have made a great material, which is Crudo Washing Masterclass. And this course also available here on the YouTube. Easy accessible, together with a combination with the book from the Amazon, you can order it directly and have it on board by eliminating and exclude all the things that can be and all, let's say, the damages that you can have from the crude oil. I have made also a rich material also for specifically for the crude oil, for the discharges, which is available through the memberships. The memberships are going stepwise, so it is technical superintendent level, it is the crude oil washing level, the projects, the bunkering project improvement, the sludge improvement. So it is stepwise. And let's check together also the memberships. Let's have a look with them together. First of all, yes, there is huge improvement that everything is structure. And also the crude washing masterclass is available in 5 different languages. It is Chinese, Russian, Indian, as I remember also Filipino and Indonesian it should be. Because this is the most languages that are used by the seafarers. That's why I have been specifically created these courses, and also some of the courses are specifically translated with the help of AI. Okay, I do not know all that languages, but I have been used that for the translation. Some of them I have here, let's say in the Russian and Greek. When the translation are been done, it is really good, yes, and representative for sure. And in today's video, before we start in today's video, I would like to remind you that MOC Talks, my second channel, it's running. Go there. There is talks like podcasts, and I explain some things about the industry, which is the actual reflection how the industry is working. Because I do not keep it, let's say, by pleasing the managers. I exactly express as the things are. Okay, they like it or not, this is the true image and true representative image without hiding anything. Okay, because as they said, in many companies they would like transparency. This is the transparency that they get for. As I have been working as a marine technical advisor for one of the biggest oil companies, I have with me here one of emails that I have been used and I have specifically created while we have the vessel visits. Because yes, people are rushing, visit the vessel, see the vessel, but they actually don't know what the vessel is. They do not know the risks. They do not know many things. And while all that, let's say, cards that the companies are making, it is not always really accessible to the people that relate it in this environment. I have seen huge information available in the companies itself, but it became so much difficult to find information that in some cases you have to create that information from the beginning. And the biggest problem of these companies, these huge, let's say, international companies, it is that they create so much systems. They replace the systems always. People are not able to pick up with this pace. And one of the best companies that I have worked for, I really appreciate that because I have learned better than these big old companies that they have said that they have the standards and all the things and all that, let's say, sophisticated things. Actually, smaller companies are doing much better because they have everything structured. This is where you will find information. This is the chapter, you're going there, and that is it. And it is continuously updated. it's only one place. Okay, it's not shareholder there, shareholder there. It's not professional this way of working. Okay, that's why the efficiency in that company is very, very, very low, and that's why also the cooperative world in these cases does not provide any value at the moment. That's why you see the returns are basically there's no returns. And yes, I created this specific, a very, very nice guide that people that are not knowing the vessel, basically, they start to have some bullet points. Okay? They have some bullet points which at least they're a little bit ahead and prepared. So we just not want people that are coming there for first time, never have seen the vessel and do not know how to be prepared for the vessel. So this is a little bit about to prepare them, okay? It's stepwise, it is also clear, because one thing that most of the people forget, it is despite that you have the structure and all the things, despite you have, let's say, the checklist and all the things, human tends to, from structure, to become with no structure. That's why I created this specific list and running through it. As the visit dates are coming closer, I would like to describe the overall planning and see what we have ready in place. So I have set it that bullet points that also yes, people that are willing to come, they're able, let's say, to identify and at least familiarize themselves in front before coming at the vessel. But how you can familiarize people from the office that have never boarded a vessel, okay, they have never stepped in the vessel, because as apprentice engineer, I remember myself, yes, we're coming on board, but we learn stepwise. It takes some time, it takes some months. But here, people coming for visiting a vessel just for some hours without knowing what actually the vessel is and how to step and where to work, where is the risk, where is the danger. That's why it is really required to have a person which is familiar. And also, they ask me if they're able to come by themselves. Just imagine, okay, you're coming by yourself, but then what if something happened? You do not have any support, okay? Any assistance, nothing. So you are not able to come by yourself, okay? Even you think that this, let's say, simple, like going on a boat or like all the things. Because, yes, the mindset is completely different and it's risky, yes, it's really risky. So, despite that awareness is missing of these people, one also trick from our side is also, because it's tricky from other sides, we tend to think, because we are over experienced, that all the rest of people are familiar and they know how to do things. Not, they are not familiar. And also very important thing that my colleague told me at that time, that when you have, yes, big team of visiting a specific location, you need more people. So basically, maybe you will need 2 or 3 people, depends, yes, of how many people you have to facilitate. Because for one person, it's very, very difficult to handle them all. Okay. First thing that it's necessary to have, it's the final list with all the attendance to avoid repeatedly send of additional ads. So when we know which person will, let's say, finalize, yes, with the program that's arriving, we send this list to the approval. Okay. So let's say the gate or the facility will know which people will come. If he will not come, okay, that's good. The person is not there, but at least we have the full list ahead. The next thing is that the PPE, okay? You have to order the PPE and bring the PPE on the location. Um, that should be proper size. In order to achieve this, you have to have all, let's say, the sizes for the shoes, for the overall, shoes overall. What else is glass is one size, helmet is one size, glasses is one size. Also, most probably, if you will board the vessel and you are also near to the jetty, you will need a life jacket as well, inflatable life jacket. Earplugs if you are visiting, let's say, facilities which are close to noise creation, and also an H2S mask for the escape, for the immediate escape from the location. H2S monitors if you are, let's say, working on the facility around, but for H2S you are not allowed to visit any locations that are potentially exposing to H2S. Okay. A visit also can be simplified. So when you are walking, let's say, to a specific route on the safe location, which is PPA free zone around the location, it is fine. Okay, you don't need any additional permissions. But have in mind, maybe additional permissions can be imposed. Depends on the location. Okay, it's not always that you will have to take that permission and specifically write them. It is also from location to location. But the most important thing is that all these things that I'm describing here can be simplified in order, okay, let's say a advisor, a technical advisor, how it called, marine technical advisor, or any facilitator, let's say, are able to perform this route. Yes, he's experienced, he has this knowledge, he has all the things, and he has the list already prepared. So with just one click, pam pam pam, I don't know, it's very easy to do that. But no one is thinking that, and also who are able to do that, okay? To do that reality. It's not just talking, it is also to create a good reality that is representative as well. So what I have seen also, the tendency for education, it is going to be reduced through these corporations, okay? Because it seems, yes, that yes, we have some specific, let's say, locations for training and all the things, but they're barely cover all the necessary things and points that's required. And also, very important thing is that you can do this training in different facilities. So the person, let's say, which is traveling from US, for example, to visit a facility in Europe, can have all his training in the US. So it's not necessary for him to come here, spend time and all the things, okay? Because this is huge companies, big companies. So as we have the earplugs for the engine room, yes, it will be necessary. The PPE can be put on. You need also, yes, people to dress and dress. You need some changing room, okay, to do so. Mobile phones are not allowed. Pictures also are not allowed on board. This is also very necessary for people that are visiting the vessels. Transportation also, okay, from hotel to terminal and from terminal to hotel needs to be arranged. It depends, yes, where the people are willing to do. And I believe also a specific time frame is needed in order to say, okay, we will visit this and this and these locations, we will cover these points, and then you are proceeding, let's say, to the next session or another meeting. The most important thing while visiting any terminal or vessel, you need to have the ID at all times to verify your identity. while entering the terminal also on board the vessel. So you need to have your ID together with you at all times. Before we start all that, let's say we have dress, we have all our PPE, we have our documents. Before we start to attend, let's say, the locations and following the person, we need to have a safety briefing before the entry into the location. Okay, what is the master point of the collection? What in case happen, an emergency, what we do? Okay, from where we evacuate and all the things. And a little description about the facility, about the program, what we will see today, what we will have, let's say, as a program. So all the planning, it's very, very essential in order to have a great flow through the visit. And okay, one portable, two portable gas detection meters are very, very important. Terminal control room also will be informed and radio will be received to have a communication link. So when we are sign in on the site, we basically also enter our names, where we are going, which location we will work. So people are aware that this is the amount of people that are entering in the location and which location, which path they will follow. If there is any license plate numbers, this should be shared with the terminal in order to able to enter inside with the vehicle. So they will arrange also the access. Vessel name to be confirmed, date, time of visit, time of meeting, and the terminal gate. Exchange contact numbers, very important, so you can have communication with your colleagues that are visiting the vessel. While boarding the vessel, we will sign with your ID. Next, we will ask about the H2S. Very important, yes, while boarding and before boarding the vessel from the terminal control room, it's very important to ask the H2S level. Okay, what is the H2S level? One of the crew members will guide us safe direction far from snowback areas. Proceed to one of the smoking areas. Then yes, as we are guided, let's say, on the vessel, we can proceed and see what is the status of the vessel operation, asking chief officer if they have some free time. Maybe they cannot have some free time to discuss, or a captain, we can reach let's say, yes, captain, and ask them some additional information. What else? What else we can ask? One moment, please. One moment, please. And then all the colleagues at all times need to follow each other to make sure that nobody is separated, okay, nobody is left behind. Nobody's also, let's say, lost it. And after we complete our visit on the different ship locations, we can proceed back on the smoking rooms for debriefing to have some water. And after shaking hands, let's say, with captain crew, we're able to proceed back to the gangway control point to sign off from the vessel and return all the necessary PPE back again. So as you can see, it takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of time, a lot of effort for all that preparation, and this makes the visit successful. If we will not do that, yes, that will be really, really difficult. That will be tremendous difficult to plan all the things, to share the information. So it will be really, really a huge delay. That's why we have to prepare in the advance in order to maximize the efficiency of the visit. Because in the visit, for sure, you have specific questions, you have specific answers, and as much as possible, you need to get that information in order. You need that information in order to make proper decision making in your role, okay? Because as you progress, you increase your level of knowledge, and then also your questions are changing as well. So you became more interesting on different questions, a set of questions. Thank you very much, my dear friends. See you on the next video from Mihail. Bye bye.